Good evening. We're going to go one more round. A little bit after the lemon drop jelly. I got another pepper. This will be 9 in a row from Zander. This is an orange Manzano. It's starting to get a little wrinkled on one side here, you can see. I've had it for a couple weeks now, so but it's still holding up pretty well. It's another Capsicum pubescens, closely related to the Ricotta, but as you can see, it's a little bit more apple-shaped. The Ricottas are more, I don't know, almost like a cylinder with a... Anyway. I'll chop it open, because I'm definitely going to want the seeds from this, because I would like to grow these. Very poddy smell, like almost an annuum. I'd say that these are closely related to annuum, even though they're different species. Characteristic, yep. Check those out. Cool, well-developed seeds. You get a good cross-section. It's nice, glossy, high water content, good thickness on the flesh. For the pod size, that's pretty thick. Looks really nice. A lot of placental tissue on that, but it doesn't look like it's extremely saturated. Well, it's kind of hard to tell with peppers that are the same color as the... You can see that. I'm just gonna quickly remove the seeds. They're all in one central location. It's easy removal. Wow, that's a lot of seeds. Oh shit. Stuck in there we go. Sorry, seeds. Okay. So, without further ado, we're going to sample the orange Manzano. Very nice looking pod. It was very fresh when I got it, but it's, you know, sitting around for a while. It tends to... Kind of a funky looking spot right there. Anyway. It was pretty bitter coming up at first, then a little bit of sweetness and tartness started coming through. Not really sweet per se, but there is a little bit of sugariness underlying it all. Very similar to a bell pepper flavor-wise, just like the Ricotta. This one may be a little bit more bitter. You can feel the heat coming up. Oh, wow. Black pepper-like burn sensation. Different than, say, the Chinins, which is more sunburn-like, maybe. Ooh, wow, that's pretty warm. Kicking up quickly. But I've been biting, I bit right down the center of the vein. Very cool. I don't know if you can even pick this up on here, but kind of a dividing line between the wall of the flesh itself and then the bumpy inner part of the flesh. There you go, on the very top here. almost mushroom-like. Not quite, but mushroom-like burst of flavor for a moment there. But definitely many similarities to the annuum. I would say by the flesh and the flavor that they're pretty closely related to annuum. Not sure if this one's fully ripe. Judging by the black seeds, I'm guessing so, because in the ricotta, hit me on the lips a lot more. I don't remember if the ricotta did or not. Yeah, this one I think is a little bit hotter than the ricotta was. Lips got a really good glow happening in the corners of my lips too. I'd say a little more than the rest of my lips. This one's up a little higher in the throat than the ricotta was. I remember that much, that the ricotta was hitting way down low in my throat, and this one is also picking up a good solid bed of coals going on way down low in my throat, but it's coming up a little bit more sooner than the ricotta did, but very similar in that regard. And I don't remember if the lips were stronger or burn, but this one definitely giving me a good whack. I feel a little heat now, sweating. Well, I'm not really sweating on my forehead, but your eyebrows, on my upper lip. Ooh, just kicked up on my tongue, the very top of my tongue. There's a little sting underneath my tongue, but I just felt a wave of heat. Definitely strong on the lips. Tongue, as I ate the very top part of the placental tissue in the seed area. My tongue is picked up quite a bit more, especially on the tip. There's a good amount of the active compounds right up in that area. A lot on the back of my tongue, but when I talk, I can feel it concentrating and then kind of flare backwards on my tongue. Still got that low riding burn in the lower part of my throat. right near my collarbone. It's more on the right hand side than the left. Feel the heartburn sensation hanging out in my chest. Would you mind taking that out, please?
Okay, in a sec.
I don't want my pizza to burn, excuse me. Tip of my tongue still there. This is actually riding along pretty nicely. But at a more tolerable level. Still no really sweat. Faint warmth right here. That's subsided. Lips are still going at a pretty nice prickly heat level. As you can see, they're kind of inflamed. But it's yeah. Don't really feel a sting in my throat like you would with a chin ants. I feel more like a wave of heat flash across my tongue, and then down into my throat. I feel, especially like I said, on the right hand side, probably just swallowed it at a weird. Ever since I had my wisdom teeth out, been trying to readjust the musculature in my throat, because for so long the tension from the teeth on one side of my mouth, my wisdom teeth were pushing on the other ones, so I didn't and I had a really bad chip taken out of one tooth because of the crowding, and so I was chewing on the other side for so long that the muscles in my jaw shifted, and the tendons and ligaments as a result down into my throat. I could always feel it, and so sometimes I think I still, when I swallow more on one side than the other. So that might be part of the reason why the burn is more on this one side. Or it could just be that I swallowed with that last piece of the placental tissue at the top near the stem, and more of it was on that side when I swallowed the last couple bites of pepper. In any case, it's that right there. Good solid level burn all the way in my mouth. Now I can feel more on the roof of my mouth. It's at a pretty low level. Lips are subsiding, so I think I'm gonna wrap this one up. We'll keep it at half a pepper, because I want to eat my dinner. And then I might end up eating the other half of this. Very nice pepper, really cool looking inside. Good, juicy, watery. It's not really all that sweet. Excuse me. These would probably be good stuffed. I know that's what all these ones are used for a lot down in Latin America. Maybe if I get a good harvest from them next year, I can do some cooking with them and see how they would turn out. Or bread them and fry them after stuffing them. Make some poppers. These seem like they would be good for that, since they're similar flavor profile and texture and water content to most annuums that I've had, like jalapenos, Anaheims, bell peppers, etc. So yeah, orange Manzano pepper. Thanks again, Zander, for the really good assortment. I got to try a lot of cool new ones this year, most of which were really good, and some of which were not bad, but since I'm cutting down on the super hot consumption, I tend to have less of a taste for those now. So, yeah, orange Manzano. I'd definitely recommend giving these a try. They've got a good heat, but they're not searing, and burn is a very cool combination of riding low in the throat, a lot hitting hard on the lips, and then tongue will come in later, and the roof of the mouth after that. So, I mean, It goes through the spectrum, but definitely the initial burn way down low in the throat and hits hard on the lips straight away. So look out for that. Thanks for watching. See ya.